Did you know that the humble hemp seed delivers a complete protein profile with a leucine content that has researchers calling it one of the most underrated muscle-building foods for adults over 75? Recent research reveals that what you eat for protein after 75 matters more than how much weight you lift, and a 2023 Tufts University study found that adding whey protein alone did not produce extra muscle strength in older adults who were not also doing structured resistance work. Most seniors are still choosing eggs, whey, or chicken without realizing a tiny seed quietly outperforms them on several real-world axes, including fiber density, plant-based omega fats, digestibility for sensitive stomachs, magnesium and zinc content, and zero cholesterol. Some national dietary surveys suggest roughly 1 in 3 adults over 60 falls below the protein intake their muscles actually need to maintain, and a similar share cannot climb a full flight of stairs without resting somewhere along the way. By the end of this video, you will know the exact seed protein stack that helps rebuild lean muscle, the 4 common mistakes silently destroying muscle after 75, and a daily meal routine you can start tomorrow morning without buying anything exotic. Comment below the word seeds if you want the printable meal plan, and I will be replying to each one personally. Before we get into the science, let me tell you about a small product my team and I built that fits perfectly with everything I am about to share. It is a senior-focused protein and mobility guide with printable meal plans, gentle resistance routines, a simple shopping list built around these exact seeds, and weekly check-in sheets to track your grip and stair strength. A ton of work has gone into building it and the website, and even if you are not ready to buy, please visit the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to take a quick look. You can also scan the QR code that is showing on screen to access this. Now, let us get straight into the number 5 seed on our list. Right now, most adults over 70 are eating too little protein to maintain muscle, and most of them do not even know it. The journal Nutrition Research Reviews in 2021 found that older adults need roughly 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every day, about 30% more than younger adults need at rest. The reason is called anabolic resistance, meaning your muscles simply do not respond to protein the way they did at 40, with slower mTOR signaling and weaker amino acid uptake. Harvard Health notes that muscle loss accelerates after age 60, and many seniors lose up to 8% of their muscle mass every single decade without doing anything about it. The European Working Group on Sarcopenia in older people estimated that sarcopenia affects roughly 10% of adults over 60 worldwide, climbing sharply after 75. The hidden disaster is that this loss is invisible for years. You will not feel it in your bones, but you will feel it when you try to climb stairs, carry groceries, or stand up from a low chair without using your hands. As it silently progresses, balance drops, fall risk rises, and independence shrinks. The good news, and now this is important, is that the right seeds can trigger muscle protein synthesis within hours of eating them, and they cost a fraction of most protein powders on the market today. Number 5. Pumpkin seeds. Let me tell you about what happens in your body within 60 minutes of eating a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds. The amino acid leucine rushes into your bloodstream, and leucine is the master switch that turns on muscle protein synthesis, the same biological signal that fires when you lift weights at the gym. Pumpkin seeds are roughly 35% protein by weight, richer in iron than most cuts of red meat, and loaded with zinc, which older adults are almost always deficient in, especially those on common blood pressure pills. Some research suggests the zinc in pumpkin seeds supports testosterone balance in aging men, and that matters because testosterone is a key driver of lean tissue preservation in both men and women after 60. A 2020 review published on Science Direct confirmed pumpkin seeds as a high-quality plant protein with strong digestibility and unusually rich mineral density compared to other seeds. To use them, eat 2 tablespoons daily, either lightly roasted at 100 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes or raw, sprinkled on oatmeal, salads, or even stirred into soup. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you should notice steadier morning energy, slightly firmer grip strength when you open jars, and better recovery after your daily walk around the block. Number 4. Hemp seeds. And stay with me, because this one is the headline finding of the entire video. Do you know what happens when you eat just 3 tablespoons of hulled hemp seeds? You get roughly 10 grams of complete protein, about 0.65 grams of leucine, and a rare omega-3 to omega-6 ratio that fights the chronic inflammation silently eating into your muscle tissue. A 2023 PubMed indexed hemp supplementation trial during resistance training, following participants for 8 weeks of 4 to 5 sessions per week, showed measurable muscle accretion improvements in adults engaging in structured strength work. Hemp is considered a complete protein because it contains all 9 essential amino acids, which is something most plant proteins fail to do on their own, and that is why it stands out next to rice or pea protein isolates that always need a blending partner. Traditional Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine texts have used hemp seed preparations for vitality and strength for centuries, and modern labs are now confirming what ancient practitioners observed in their own communities. To use hemp seeds, blend 3 tablespoons into a morning smoothie, stir them into yogurt, or simply eat them by the spoonful right after breakfast. You can expect easier digestion, less joint stiffness, and improved workout recovery within 14 days, with many seniors reporting more stable energy throughout the long afternoon hours. Now let me tell you about a real person this information helped. Margaret, age 71, loved gardening but had watched her arms grow visibly thinner over 3 years. Her doctor measured her grip strength with a small handheld device, and it had dropped by 22% from her readings 5 years earlier. Conventional advice told her to drink more milk and eat more eggs, but dairy upset her stomach and she disliked the texture of extra eggs each morning. A dietitian pointed her toward hemp seeds blended into a daily smoothie with banana and spinach, plus a tablespoon of chia soaked the night before. She was skeptical, but she kept at it for 6 weeks. Her grip strength improved by roughly 11%. She could lift her filled watering cans without strain, and her afternoon walks no longer left her exhausted halfway through. The change was not dramatic or miraculous, but it was steady and measurable, exactly what research suggests seed protein can do when taken seriously and combined with her usual gardening activity. Comment grip below if grip weakness has affected you, and let me know your age as well. Before I move on, let me tell you what makes muscle loss worse after 75, and what most seniors are getting dead wrong about their daily protein habits. Avoid number 1. Relying only on eggs for protein. Eggs are good, but eggs do not contain fiber. They do not contain meaningful omega-3s, and many seniors develop mild digestive sensitivity to heavy egg intake over time. A Harvard Health review emphasizes that a single food approach, even with eggs, is rarely enough to offset anabolic resistance in older adults. Here is what happens when seniors eat 5 eggs a day, but skip everything else from the protein world. They get cholesterol and saturated fat spikes, miss the plant compounds that support hormone balance and gut health, and they still fall short on magnesium, fiber, and the anti-inflammatory fats that seeds provide naturally in every tablespoon. Avoid number 2, long gaps between protein meals. Some research suggests older muscles shut down protein synthesis within 3 to 4 hours of a meal, and the journal Applied Physiology, Nutrition, and Metabolism in 2021 mapped this exact decay window for the over 60 population. If your breakfast is at 8 a.m. and your next protein dose at 2 p.m., your muscles spend 6 hours doing nothing while breakdown quietly continues in the background. Studies show spreading protein across 3 to 4 meals a day triggers synthesis again and again, while loading it up at one big dinner mostly wastes the excess your gut cannot absorb in one sitting. Avoid number 3, protein powders loaded with sugar, fillers, and artificial flavors. But here is the shocking part most people do not know. Many senior marketed powders on grocery shelves deliver only 12 to 15 grams of protein per scoop, alongside 10 grams of added sugar. Your body burns the sugar for quick energy and barely gives the protein time to reach your muscles before the next snack arrives, and the artificial flavors often hide cheap whey concentrates with low leucine scores. Choose single-ingredient seed protein powders or simple whole seeds whenever possible. Avoid number 4, skipping minerals while chasing protein alone. Most seniors do not know that magnesium, zinc, and iron are the silent partners of every gram of protein you eat. Without enough magnesium, your muscles cannot contract and relax properly, and without enough zinc, your body cannot build new tissue from the amino acids you just consumed. Whole seeds solve both problems in a single spoonful, which is why they outperform many clean protein powders that strip away these minerals during industrial processing. Most seniors do not know that combining pumpkin and hemp seeds in the same meal almost doubles your usable leucine per gram, because their amino acid gaps cancel each other out in a way nutritionists call protein complementation. Comment "I'm a guilty" below if you have been doing any of these. Do not worry, you are about to learn exactly how to fix it without giving up the foods you already enjoy. Number 3, chia seeds. Let me tell you about what happens within 30 minutes of eating 2 tablespoons of chia soaked in water. The gel-forming soluble fiber slows digestion, steadies blood sugar, and releases a steady drip of amino acids into your bloodstream instead of one short spike. A 2-tablespoon serving gives about 5 grams of complete protein, plus more calcium than a glass of milk by weight, along with plant-based omega-3s that calm joint inflammation around stiff knees. Some evidence suggests chia supports joint comfort and hydration in older adults, both critical for staying active enough to keep muscle over the long term. To use chia, soak 1 tablespoon in 6 tablespoons of water for 15 minutes, then add to oatmeal, smoothies, or yogurt as a gentle pudding-like base. Most seniors notice smoother digestion, steadier afternoon energy, and slightly less knee stiffness within the first week. Number 2, sunflower seeds. Do you know what happens when you eat a 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds every day? You flood your body with magnesium, the mineral that roughly half of older adults are not getting enough of according to national dietary surveys. Magnesium supports muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and sleep quality, and poor sleep alone is responsible for a measurable slice of age-related muscle loss because growth hormone release is highest during deep sleep stages. Sunflower seeds are also rich in selenium and vitamin E, both of which protect muscle cell membranes from oxidative damage caused by everyday metabolism. To use sunflower seeds, choose dry roasted unsalted ones and eat 2 tablespoons a day, ideally in the afternoon when magnesium can support nighttime recovery. Within 3 weeks, most people report sleeping more deeply, waking with less morning stiffness, and feeling steadier on stairs. Number 1, a combined seed blend. And this is the answer to the question in the video title. Here is what makes this stack powerful in everyday life. Hemp seeds deliver complete amino acids, pumpkin seeds deliver zinc and iron, chia seeds deliver fiber and steady release protein, and sunflower seeds deliver magnesium and protective antioxidants. When you rotate these 4 seeds across 1 week, you cover every important amino acid, mineral, and anti-inflammatory your senior muscles need, and you do it without leaning on cholesterol, heavy dairy, or sugary commercial powders. A study from the journal Applied Physiology, Nutrition, and Metabolism in 2021 calculated how much plant protein equals the leucine response of 25 grams of whey, and a smart blend of seeds easily matches that ratio without the saturated fat or the cost. Before I reveal the synergy plan, which of these seeds surprised you most? Comment below with the one you have never tried. Now, let me tell you about Robert, age 77, who lived alone and had stopped going to the grocery store because walking the long aisles exhausted him halfway through. His grandson brought him a 1-month supply of pumpkin, hemp, chia, and sunflower seeds, plus the simple meal plan we are about to share, written in large print on a single page. Within 4 weeks, Robert was sleeping better, his knees felt steadier on stairs, and he had started carrying his own groceries again, even doing a small load on his own without the wheeled cart. The transformation was not flashy, but it gave him back a slice of independence he had quietly assumed was gone forever. And his grandson told me the real change showed up in his smile and the way he answered the phone. Here is what makes this powerful when you stack the seeds together across the day. The leucine from hemp, the iron and zinc from pumpkin, the slow-release amino acids from chia, and the magnesium from sunflower combine like puzzle pieces to support muscle, sleep, joints, and recovery at the same time, which is why a 2023 systematic review in the journal Nutrients found that structured plant protein routines can match animal protein for muscle mass in older adults when total daily protein is matched. The trick is rotating them through your meals so no single food dominates. For breakfast, blend 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, 1 tablespoon of chia soaked in water, half a banana, and a cup of unsweetened almond milk. This delivers roughly 13 grams of complete protein with fiber and slow-burning carbs in about 2 minutes. For lunch, sprinkle 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds over a mixed salad with olive oil and grilled vegetables, then add a small handful of sunflower seeds on top for crunch. The healthy fats help your body absorb the zinc, magnesium, and vitamin E. For dinner or evening snack, eat 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds with a small bowl of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt, giving your body magnesium and casein protein to recover during sleep. As an optional 4th mini-meal, a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds at 3 p.m. keeps amino acids flowing through the long afternoon gap. Now a few honest warnings before we close. If you are on blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor before dramatically increasing pumpkin seeds because they contain natural compounds that can lower blood pressure modestly, and stacking them with medication may push your numbers too low on certain days. Sunflower seeds are calorie-dense, so stick to the 2 tablespoon portion to avoid unwanted weight gain that would actually make climbing stairs harder over time. Chia can slow the absorption of some medications, so take prescription drugs either 1 hour before or 2 hours after a chia-rich meal, so doses work the way your doctor intended. Hemp seeds are generally well tolerated, but if you take immune-suppressing drugs, confirm with your pharmacist first, because hemp interacts with certain liver ends in the cytochrome family. None of these seeds replace medical care, and if you have kidney disease, ask your nephrologist before raising protein intake into the 1.2 gram range, because damaged kidneys may struggle with extra nitrogen waste from higher protein loads. You now have the knowledge, the seed list, and the full meal structure. Stay with me for one final piece, because this is where everything clicks together for the long run rather than just the next week. You do not have to accept muscle loss as inevitable after 75. Some evidence suggests seniors who combine seed protein with 2 short resistance sessions a week hold on to far more lean tissue than those who rely on diet alone, and the same nutrients review said muscle quality scores were highest in the combined group. Pair your new seed routine with 2 weekly sessions of bodyweight squats, chair push-ups, and resistance band rows, spending only 20 minutes per session, and you have a complete plan that fits in any living room. Comment one of 3 things below. Option 1, the seed you want to try first. Option 2, the time of day you struggle most with energy. Option 3, your current age. I read every single comment and I reply with personalized tips based on what you share. If this channel has helped you, the single most powerful thing you can do is subscribe and tap the bell so the next video lands in your feed the moment it goes live. Next week, I am sharing the 5-minute morning routine that pairs with these seeds to support joint comfort, grip, and balance after 70, plus a gentle stretch sequence designed for stiff shoulders and tight hips. If this video helped you, share it with someone who needs this information, because you might truly save their life or their independence before the year is out. Go start your seed routine tomorrow morning, and I will see you in the next one.